Field trips. You know it's gonna be a good day when the class gets onto a bus and they drive off to who knows where. All of my field trips took place in elementary school. Field trips started to lessen as I got older. But that won't stop me from trying to talk about everything that I can remember. So let's get into it, starting with elementary school. One of the most common field trips are to the zoo. Seeing all the zoo animals is always fun. Though I kept holding up the line because I kept looking at a different animal. That's how you know I was having fun. We also did field trips to the movies. I don't remember much of those movie trips, except for one. When I was in 2nd grade, the Lorax was all the rage. 12 years ago, my god. This is the only movie I remember because of how much it was advertised. And then we proceeded to sing every single song we heard from the movie. Fun times! For the only movie I can remember. There is another field trip that I remember that was very fun, and that was to the bowling alley! The lights, the action, the music! It was such an electric feeling. It was my very first time getting a strike. Easily one of the best field trips you can have. And then after that, field trips started to change. It was time to make these field trips tie into the lesson we were learning. Somewhere in 3rd grade, we took a field trip to the art museum. A lot of sculptures, a lot of paintings, even a section about rocket ships and outer space. What? You thought I was gonna make an outer space pun? I'm not just gonna say out of this world or anything. Dang it! After that, we got onto the bus and went back to school. When we got back to class, the teacher asked us what our favorite art piece was. And I thought to myself, wait, we were supposed to pick a favorite piece? So I just said the name of an art piece that someone already said. Sorry about that, my friend. We also took field trips to the fairgrounds. Mostly just to learn about crops and stuff. There was one moment where 2 guys were teaching us something. When one guy asked a question to the class, the other guy would give us hand gestures as an answer to that question. The entire class was laughing, and the other guy was like, "Don't listen to him!" We learned all kinds of things, like crops and farm animals. There is something I do remember, and I don't like it. We went to the bathroom, and the bathroom looked awful. There was grime on the walls, stalls that didn't even have a door, and the urinal was just a very thin bathtub with no dividers. Just awful. After that, we went back to school, completely mortified. Now, somewhere in 4th grade, we went to this newspaper place. They showed the class how to make newspapers. There were a lot of printing machines. They even gave us stacks of paper to make our own. But after that trip, every Wednesday we had to take a newspaper home to do the crossword as homework. This is why we can't have nice things, like, what was the lesson here? I don't even remember it. Now in 5th grade, we took a field trip to the auditorium, and we got to watch the orchestra band play their songs. Even a song from Harry Potter, even though I didn't recognize the song because I don't watch the movies. Wait, please don't leave. Overall, it was a nice experience. And for the end of the year, we went to a swimming pool. A great time to just let loose and have fun. Also, on the same day as this trip, there was also an assembly. I don't remember what it was for, but I got recognized for something. So I had to go back to school, to go to the assembly, smelling like pool water. Which, now that I think about it, it's kinda funny. And that was the last field trip of elementary school. There were hardly any field trips for middle school. The only trips that I remember were the ones at the end of each year, and those trips were to the lakes. Now those trips were the best. One of my friends picked me up and then dunked me in the water. And that was terrifying. It was also the same place that I found this Lego figure. And then we went back to school, smelling like lake water. And those were all the field trips that I can remember. And that's the end of the video. If you got any field trip stories, let me know in the comments. As always, be sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.